The next question that I've had is, how do I resign professionally? So this is, this is a good question. And resigning, let's talk about the mindset and the psychology of resigning from a job. Most people build it up to something that it's not. Okay, they build up, oh no, my boss is going to be so disappointed and mad at me if I resign. Let me just tell you, and I say to candidates, if the ball was on the other foot and your employer had to, the work was dying down and they had to make redundancies, they would have no hesitation in making you redundant. They would have to do it. Okay. So if you've got a better opportunity out there, there's just simply a better opportunity for you. And that's why you're resigning. It's a business transaction. If you resign from your job, that company is not going to collapse and fall down. It's not going to happen. They'll find someone else. They'll still go, just like you'll go your career. So yeah, people get emotionally, no employer likes to know or like to feel that someone's resigning from their job without any warning or indication that that's going to happen. They don't like it. There might be an emotional attachment involved with the person who's resigning, but 9 times out of 10 is because it creates upheaval for them. They've got to replace you or they've got to restructure, and they just don't like it from that regard. Yeah, you might be a big loss to the company, but they will still carry on. Just remember that loyalty lies to yourself first before any employer. If you've got a better opportunity and even better, you've given your employer to address any issues that you might have, then there's absolutely no issue with resigning. Okay, so how do you resign properly? Let me give you some stories. I've seen instances in the past. I had one guy, he was a lawyer, and basically he resigned, and partner pretty much locked him up in a room for about 4 or 5 hours and refused to take his resignation. Okay, you've got to be cold, calculated, and direct. Okay, you go straight to the decision maker, straight to them. Okay, not through HR. You go straight to your boss. Okay, and you hand him a letter or her a letter, and you say, "Please read this. I'm resigning from my job. Nothing personal, just a straightforward career decision. There it is. It's on a letter, and you do it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you do it, and then you walk out and say, "Look, I've got to rush off now, but if you want to speak about it tomorrow, I'm happy to speak about it." And then you leave. Okay, the emotion is gone. Your boss might be, he or she might be absolutely livid at you at that point. Okay, but you've left the building and you're out of there. So they've got then a chance to reflect on your resignation and what they're going to do. So that the next day when you come in, there's going to be more of a calmer discussion. They might ask you, would you change your mind? Or sometimes they're happy that you've gone. But if they do try and get you to change your mind, I'll tell you this, another interesting stat, that 70% of people, or probably even higher than that, probably about 80% of people, if they then backtrack and go back to their employer after accepting another job offer, the chances are within 6 to 12 months, they could be on the market looking again. You've already told your boss that you're resigning. So already that trust is gone. Remember that. Okay. So don't be swayed by counteroffers. Just stick to your decision when you made it.